Yes, you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
So document types are client level objects. They are common for everyone. We can use them and define our own number range interval, right?
Yes, sir.
Intervals. Okay, each legal entity are a company code wise. Okay,
Yes, sir.
if needed, let each company code wise we can have a different number range intervals. Is a client decision, right?
Yes, sir.
How to use them. And most importantly, the definition we have not written. The document types are the various business transactions. Not everything is same, right? You have a general ledger, you have vendor invoice, vendor payment. Likewise, you have a various business transactions, right?
Yes, sir.
If everything is in one, it's very hard to identify. That is the reason, based on a transaction, you have a identifiers. Identifiers are nothing but your document types. You no need to give them. The based on a transaction you are posting, system know what document type need to issue for you. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that will talk on a topic base. Hmm. Next, jump on to the next thing. We are talking about the fee status variant and fee status assignment, right? 17th step we are talking, right?
Yes, sir.
So while posting an entry, obviously I told you there is a screen for invoice, and any invoice you have a debits and credits, but a debits and credits should be equal, right?
Yes, sir.
So debit side you have few fields, credit side you have fields. If you have all the fields enabled, it's very difficult for user to identify which are to be input and which are not to be input, and he'll get a confused, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason with the fee status variant we can control the fields. You see, I'll show you. So for default, maybe 200 fields in a debit side, 200 fields in a credit side, if they are appearing, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it easy to identify? Very difficult, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason hardly will populate based on a requirement 40 or 30 fields in a debit side and a credit side. So
Yes, sir.
this is a best example. If any user says I could not able to log into SAP system, I'm getting this error. This is not related to ABAP. This is related to application. So you have to contact basis team. This is a good example. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, we have informed our basis team. Let them check. It will not that easy to fix it. Okay. Uh,
Yes, sir.
let's go back. Let's discuss the theory. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you understand the concept, right? Only it's about the fields. What are mandatory or suppress, mm, mandatory and optional. Three categories we can do the setup. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppress in a sense that particular field will not be visible. If you, let's say there is a text, one field is there, no text.
Yes, sir.
You saw right yesterday, right?
Yes, sir. I saw, sir.
If you take a text field as a suppress while entering, you could not able to see that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
system won't display you. If you select the same text field as a mandatory field, then what system says is, while you are entering a transaction or a posting, system asks you, hey, this is a mandatory field, please enter, please input, please write the text in that field, otherwise I will not allow you for a next screen. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The other one is the same text field, if you set as optional entry, that field will be displayed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Inputting in that field is user choice. That is up to user. If you want to input, you can input. If you don't input also, it will not stop. It will not give you an error. Okay. You can go proceed. Three variations you have. First, you have to define a field status variant. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Variant is nothing but it's a 4-digit alphanumeric value. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Field status variant normally in real time also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We copy from the standard FSP, we call it as field status variant. Okay.
Yes.
Standard field status variant 1000. Will not create our own field status variant, because we copy, definitely will copy from the standard variant. Why? The reason is, in a field status variant, there are field status groups. It contains number of FS field status groups, FSGs. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So around 44 or 43 FSGs you have in a field status variant. In a variant, you have a groups. That way you understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If it is a variant, like a posting period variant, we just give the identifier and name. That's all, right?
Yes, sir.
If that is the case, we can also create our answer. We don't need to copy it from another one. But why we have to copy here is, we need a fee status groups also, right?
Yes, sir.
Individually fee status groups you cannot create that easily. It consumes lot of time. That is the reason we copy from a standard and we modify these things as per the client need. Okay, whether we want to suppress, mandatory, optional, how the logic works, that we will take care. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next thing is, once you have a fee status variant copied from 1000, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Copy from the 1000 and rename it, right? Rename it as per your need. Let's say if it is a GMR related fee status variant, how they'll use GMR FSV, right? They'll name it as like this,
Yes, sir.
FSV. In a sense, GMR constructions fee status variant. Construction FSV. Short forms only will use in a real time. You have to remember this terminology also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I've created fee status variant GFSV, right?
Yes, sir.
What it contains inside, what you will see?
FV groups. I mean,
FSG.
FS groups.
FSG in a sense, I'll write a full form. Fee status groups. What are they?
Field status groups.
Status groups. Now you see, in this variant might be you have a 44, default system will copy 44 FSGs, okay, fee status groups.
Yes, sir.
Now let's understand again what is the next step. We create this, we just copy it and we rename it, save it. That's all, right?
Yes, sir.
In a single time, you have a variant created, fee status variant created, and along with you will have the fee status groups also. Then next step, you have to assign it to your company code, right?
Yes, sir.
Assign FSV to your company code. Now tell me, for each and individual company code, do you think we need to create a separate fee status variant? Let's say under GMR construction, I have 100 company codes. Do I need to create 100 fee status variants?
No, sir.
No, right? That is pakka. No, nobody creates a separate fee status variant for each company code. Why? Across is a company level, all company code should follow the unique process, right?
Yes, sir.
If he is posting some general ledger invoice, these fields are mandatory, these are not mandatory, suppress them. These are optional, just display them, but enter is user choice. It is in a company level control, right? Not a individual company code level. If it is an individual company code level, we can still do it, but it's a data maintenance and it's not a uniform way, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason you remember we have in real time one fee status variant max for a company, and the same will be assigned to all the company codes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now assignment will write assignment in real time. We will assign the same FSV to all company codes, right?
Yes, sir.
So relation is one FSV can be assigned to multiple company codes. Relation is, what is the relation?
1:n.
1 is to n, right?
Yes, sir.
Next, one company code, you tell me, can only be
Assigned to one
FSV.
status variant.
Relation,
1:1.
this all you have to remember, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's talk about this FSCs. Why you need FSCs and what will do with them, right?
Yes, sir.
So note, while creating the GL accounts, you call it as, or general ledger accounts, you call it as, or GL master data, you call anything, but same meaning. If you say rent, like example rent and cash, rent is one GL account or a one general ledger account or one GL master data. Got it?
Yes, sir.
The terminology can be either of three, but the language they are talking about a GL account. Rent is one GL account. Cash is one GL account, right?
Yes, sir.
Later, definitely we have to create the required GL accounts, right? Otherwise, we cannot post the real-time business entry, right?
Yes, sir.
If you want to post a rent accounting entry, definitely you need to create one rent GL account, one cash GL account, right?
Yes, sir.
So, to create a GL account, definitely first you should have a fee status variant created that is assigned to your company code. Then, for each GL account, you have to assign one fee status group. You got it here? Fee status group.
Yes, sir.
Where you will have a fee status group, it will be inside your fee status variant, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason mandatory. If you don't have this fee status variant assigned to your company code, and if you don't have a fee status group, you cannot create even one GL account also in your company code. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That importance you have. That is a prerequisite. Unless you don't have a fee status variant created and assigned to your company code, you cannot create even a single GL account in your company code. That importance it has, you have to create this and assign, then only you are good to go on create GL master records later. Got it?
Yes, sir.
While creation the GL accounts generalize GL master data, each GL will be assigned to one FSG. It's a mandatory. Got it?
Yes, sir.
What all I'm writing, I'm telling these are the logics and connections. Okay.
Yes, sir.
SAP, this way it was designed and it will work that way only. You have to learn that way. Okay, let's see whether it is back. No, no luck. No problem. Okay, just we defined it and we assigned it. Anyway, theory we have discussed today. We'll see it on a system later. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We have created FSG, status variant, we have assigned. Next, the classify GL account. This is not a big thing. This is very easy to assign it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just similar to your account groups, you can create and you can assign it. Right?
Yes, sir.
So as system is not up, we'll spend this time wisely. Okay, that's all for now. This is very simple. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's recap one by one. Okay. Hope you are going thoroughly every day, right?
Yes, sir.
Just explain me each component wise. That's I'm asking you. So for your client, what was your system landscape? I'm asking. Let's say I'm taking a small mock interview for you now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what was your system landscape?
Development system, quality system, and production system.
Okay.
Development system will be developed by the developer. The
Okay.
role is played by the developer. A quality system in which the system is run. The role will be played by the tester. And a production system in case if there is any problems or issues after it reaches the users, then we will go to the support consultant. The role is played by the support consultant.
You mean to the production system will be taken care by support consultants, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I am an interviewer, if I am asking what is your system landscape, you just have to tell the names. That's all. We have a three-tier system: development, quality, production. That's all. You no need to tell him in which system who will do what, unless I ask. If you
Yes.
say without asking, you are a fresher. You're just giving everything, right?
Yes, sir.
If you don't tell also problem, if you tell over also problem, right?
Yes, sir.
Be understand whatever the question you have to answer that much only, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me. So how the let's say we will not discuss the transport request, right? That okay. How many types of transport requests you see? At,
Two types, sir.
okay, two types. Can you tell me what are they?
Customizing request and wa- window based.
Workbench requests.
It's a work based request.
Can you tell me what is the difference between them?
Customizing request will be used by the uh, functional consultants,
Hmm.
whereas work based request will be used by the technical consultants
Workbench. Okay.
as a workbench.
Okay. Tell me. So what are the above and the basis modules do? Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
ABAP is a function related, program related, sir.
Okay.
Basis is a administrative related, sir.
Administrative related. And can you elaborate little more? Who will
Uh,
who will go username and password for you?
Basis, sir.
Who will control the access? How much access you can go in a system?
Basis, sir.
Based on your role, he'll give the access, right?
Yes, sir.
And also he'll take care of RAM, process, database connections and all, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, what is the purpose of financial accounting FI module?
Financial accounting, they play an important role for external reporting,
Mhm.
like
Can you?
P&L statement, balance sheet,
Very
income.
good. Very good. Do you know how the P&L pro forma will be? Can you tell me the pro forma of the P&L and balance sheet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Particulars,
yeah,
amount rupees.
yeah.
Particulars, amount rupees, debit and credit will be. In balance sheet, assets and liabilities, amount rupees will be, sir.
Assets and liabilities. In P&L, you have expenses or revenue, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, done. What does mean by ledger?
Ledger, it is a
It's a
GL.
summary. It's a summary of a particular GL account balances, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's say rent is one ledger, cash is one ledger, salaries is one ledger, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Can you just help me with your FI organization structure in your client, current client?
Sir, I do not understand.
I'm asking, what is the FI organization structure? What is the organization structure you build for your client?
Create a company,
Yes.
create a company code.
In the top, you have a client first, okay?
Yes,
Client.
sir.
Okay.
Client, create a company code, assign company codes to company, create business areas,
Hmm.
chart of accounts,
Okay.
assign company codes to chart of accounts,
Okay.
account groups,
Hmm.
retained earnings account,
Okay.
posting period variant,
Okay.
assign company codes to posting period variant,
Okay.
define open and close periods,
Okay.
tolerance group,
Okay.
assign users to tolerance group,
Okay.
define document types and number ranges,
Okay.
field status variant,
Okay.
assign company codes to field status variant.
Okay. Important thing you missed it. Everything is important, but one most important thing you missed it. Anything related to physical year?
Yes, sir. Fiscal year.
Physical year variant, right?
Yes, sir.
That you missed it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's go back and understand what is mean by company. How many digits you can use for company definition?
Six alpha numeric value.
Okay.
6-digit alpha numeric value.
Okay. Why is it used for company code? Sorry, company.
It acts like an identifier, sir.
Okay. What is the purpose of company in the organization structure?
Hmm. Whatever configurations we are doing, it will be in connection to the company, sir.
I'd say
So,
it's used for a group reporting and consolidation purpose, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, done. Then tell me what is mean by company code and how the company code logic works.
Company codes are the like one country, like in how many countries the company has its businesses, like that will be treated as one company code.
Okay.
It is a 4-digit alphanumeric value.
Okay. And also we call them as the legal entities, right?
Yes, sir. Legal entity.
Is it mandatory that in one country we'll have one company code only? Can I have more?
Yes, sir. You can have more.
It's up to business decision, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, like an example, if they're doing a multiple business, roads, one company code they can have. If it is a construction, you too. If it is a airports, they can have one dedicated company code. But with the controlling, we can handle this in a different way that we'll see later. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Done. Now tell me, what is mean by this business area?
Business area is nothing but whatever cities you have been performing businesses in a
Okay.
country in a company code place.
Okay. It's a place, right?
Yes, sir.
That place you can record while posting an entry so that you can get the information, right? Financial information from that area onwards.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is mean by chart of account and how many types of chart of accounts you have?
Chart of accounts, we have three types: operation chart of accounts, group
Okay.
chart of accounts, country specific chart of accounts.
Okay.
Operation chart of accounts, it is this chart of accounts is used commonly within the company codes,
Okay. Which
like
are functional?
similar.
Which is functional
Yes, sir.
everywhere.
Country specific chart of accounts means they for like each country that particular chart of account number only should be used,
Okay.
will be in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, Group chart of accounts is nothing but it will interlink the country specific chart of accounts and will form a new chart of account.
So, not a country, the operation chart of account numbers will be different between a company codes, okay, to merge them into one single group chart of account number, right?
Yes, sir.
Only group chart of account and country specific chart of accounts are optional. If there is a need only, they'll be activated. Otherwise, we are done with one operation chart of account that we can assign to all our company codes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me, what does chart of account controls? What do you configure in that? Whether it could be operational, whether it could be a group or a country specific. How the screen look like? Do you remember?
No, sir.
Chart of account, you define a four-digit alphanumeric value. You select the language, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
define the
Con-
length of a GL account, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember now.
If needed a group chart of account, you define and there is a lock, right? GL creation lock button you have, right? That we will not discuss. We'll discuss later, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. So what is mean by account groups and can you elaborate me? How does help a business?
Account groups are like in P&L statement, how there are expenses and revenue, and in balance sheet, assets and liabilities. These are like account groups. There are four main account groups playing an important role in every company.
Okay. Against what you define the account groups? While defining account groups, yeah,
Chart of accounts.
perfect. So together, if you summarize, how many no account groups you can define? How many account groups are mandatory?
Four, sir.
Okay, good. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Next, can you tell me what is mean by retained earnings account and how you define retained earnings account?
Retained earnings account is maintained by the company, a company in which you like the net profit will be transferred to the owner's equity. It
Okay.
is an liability account.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It carry forward your net profit or loss to the balance sheet under owner's equity at the end of a fiscal year, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a balance sheet liabilities account. That is fine. I asked you against what you define the retained earnings account. The minute you click a retained earnings definition, what it will ask? It will ask to fill something, right?
Chart of accounts, sir.
Correct. Against your chart of account, right?
Yes, sir.
How many retained earnings account I can have?
Maximum one, sir. It may be based on your requirement. You can have two.
Minimum one, right?
Yes, sir.
Minimum one, maximum as per the client requirement, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Now tell me what is mean by fiscal year variant? Why do we need a fiscal year variant?
As we have company codes placed in like different countries, each company code may follow the different fiscal year.
Okay,
So, to make a business transaction easier, we make a fiscal year variance.
it's not only to easier or it is a mandatory in
It's a
general.
mandatory, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So likewise, how many fiscal year variants you created and you assigned in your project?
Two, sir.
Why? Why two? May I know the reason?
Based on my company code, one is Indian, which we follow April to March fiscal year,
Okay,
and another US company code, sir, when we follow January to December.
okay. That could be a reason you have a two, right?
Yes, sir.
If ask a cross question also, you should be able to understand and answer them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Likewise, you assigned done. Okay. Can you help me with the what is a posting period variant? You said the posting period variants and how many posting period variants you created in your project?
Posting period variants I have made. Sir, I don't remember what is posting period variant, sir.
Posting period variant is same as your company code we create. It controls how to open and close your periods, right?
Yes, sir.
Later, you define a period, open and close periods, right?
Yes, sir.
To do that, first you should have the posting period variant, right?
Yes, sir.
To not have a confusion, how many company codes you have, those many with the same name, we create the posting period variants and we assign accordingly to the company codes. Later, we define the open and close periods, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is mean by open and close periods? How the periods will be controlled in a real time?
For suppose as we are in February, like this particular period only shall be open. Like we will do the configuration in the system.
Mhm.
In case if there is any like if anybody forgot the recording of transaction of the previous period or like this, like a January transaction they have forgot, then we can give open period to the January month.
Okay. What are the different account types you have in SAP?
Account types, customers,
What is the account type for customer? Correct.
D,
Okay.
assets A,
Okay.
GL accounts S,
Okay.
vendor K,
Correct.
plus valid for all
Correct.
account types.
M for material,
Yes, sir. I'm for material.
V for contract accounts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
I forgot to ask you one thing. What are the special periods? What is the purpose to have a special periods? Have you created any special periods in your fiscal year variant?
Yes, sir. I have, sir.
How many special periods you configured?
Four, sir. Four special periods.
Okay, what is the purpose of them?
In case there is, like, you have not recorded any transactions in the fiscal year, like in 12 months period, 12 period, then you can make any changes if you want. You can record any transactions in the after periods also. Means special periods are the periods which come in active after the closing of the fiscal year.
Okay,
Whatever transactions we have recorded in the special period, it will be recorded in the date of last date of closed fiscal year, sir.
okay. It means all transactions will be recorded in last fiscal year's 12th period, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So normally, what kind of transactions posted in a special periods? Do you know?
Yes, sir.
What are they?
Audit related transactions, anything?
Audit findings, corrections, missing entries, any tax adjustments also, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, tell me, what are the document types and number ranges?
Document types, it easily records the transactions, sir. It differentiates the transactions which we record. The document types, they have the identifiers, which is SA is for a GL account posting, DR is customer invoice, DZ is a customer payment,
Okay,
K, KZ is vendor payment, KR is vendor invoice, AA is asset acquisition, AF is the depreciation on asset.
okay, okay, done. So in each document type, there is a document number, okay, number range. We call it as a number sequence. Against that, you define a number range interval against your fiscal year or a non-fiscal year, like a 999, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Now tell me, what is the tolerance groups for employees?
It is nothing but they will employees will be given only limited access, sir.
Okay,
Like only what they require, only that much will be given.
okay.
Mm.
Why they'll have that much, why they have normally this kind of requirement?
Because if they are given or like all access to the system, then they may misappropriate it, sir. They may misuse it.
There could be a chance of,
Whatever.
mistake, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's basically each employee wise, we can control the posting limit, you could say. In each invoice, how much allowed to post, that we control, right?
Yes, sir.
And we have a different groups. Each group wise, we have certain limits, and we assign the same groups to the individual employee IDs based on the requirement, right?
Yes, sir.
What is mean by fee status variant and fee status groups?
It means while document type there will be different fields, sir.
Hmm.
So to like in that what should be mandatory, what should be optional. Like there are many fields to record, which makes this field status variant will make work easier, will make simpler, so
Hmm.
that whatever recorded, whatever are optional, whatever are mandatory, only those will be recorded.
Okay, so you meant to say the selection screen input, invoice selection screen we can have as per our need, right? Will not populate every field in that, right?
Yes, sir.
So while defining a free status variant, how you do it? Have you created by your own or have you copied from somewhere?
We have copied from somewhere, sir. That is 100,000.
1000 is a standard free status variant, right?
Yes, sir.
What will be contained in a free status variant? What it
Field,
have?
sta- field status group, sir.
Okay. So what if you don't have free status variant and free status groups? What is the problem?
Then for everything we have to we have to type all the 17, as many as there are
No, no.
fields
In
information.
debit side you have a 200 and credit side you have a 200 fields.
Yes, sir.
That is different. I'm asking what is the problem if you don't have a free status variant and groups? Where you see a big problem if you don't define this configuration? In the last I put a note, right?
Yes, sir.
If you don't have, you cannot create any GL master data, right?
Yes, sir.
Because each GL must be assigned to one field status group, right?
Yes, sir.
If you don't have a variant, in a variant you don't have field status group. If you are not assigned to company code, then you are not allowed to create any GL master record, right?
Yes, sir.
That much importance it has. Okay. So overall, okay, good, but you have to be more thorough. Sometimes you don't remember a screens, right?
Yes, sir.
That is a one problem, but please work on it. Business blueprint, who will give to who?
Hmm.
Now tell me first, what is mean by business blueprint?
All the client information will be there in that, sir.
Who will create the blueprint document?
Client only will create, sir.
That's what you forgot. You have to revisit the previous classes also, right?
Uh,
So blueprint, in a sense, it's a business requirement gathering document, as is and to be document, right?
yes, sir.
With the gaps. We talk to the accountants, we talk to the account managers, we gather their existing business process. We record them in as a blueprint, then we'll ask them to review and give a sign off. Based on that only you do these configurations. What all you started, organization structure, everything, it's from your blueprint document, right? It's not your own choice.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Now tell me who will give to who?
Client only will give to us, sir.
Client will give the requirement. We prepare the blueprint document and we take their approval. Got it?
Yes, sir.
They'll not prepare and give. Why they'll prepare and give you, right? They are paying you, right?
Yes, sir.
They'll just tell what they need. You have to prepare and you have to take their review and approval. And go ahead and configure accordingly, not anything with your choice. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
That means they will give their information to us and we will prepare a blueprint document and again we'll give it to the client so that they will verify and approve it.
Correct. And that approval copy will keep it like a Word document. By seeing that, you define everything. But while talking to the business, you should have this knowledge, right? How SAP works, what are the configurations. To tell them, you should have a thorough knowledge, right?
Yes, sir.
But your team lead will take care and senior people will take care. But however you are a fresher, good to have every knowledge thoroughly.
Yes, sir.
Next.
That's it, sir.
Okay. And also, yeah,
Client, sir, that the client
client,
authorization.
yeah, you have three systems, right?
Yes, sir.
One is a development, one is a quality, one is a production. Every client has one own number, right? For this 400,
Yes, sir.
A4H is in a 400 client. 400 client data will be connected to one server. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, later, this 400 data from a A4H system ID, you have to transfer to the other client, right? Because your quality and your development system both not will be in a one database and one client, right?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? Because you should have a separate instance, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you have a different system ID and you have a different client name number. It's a number, okay?
Yes, sir.
The four-digit number. It differentiates you are in a development system or a quality system or a production system, and your development data in which client, in which server it is getting saved. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So to have a differentiation, we have a top node client. Client in a sense, development client, quality client, or a production client. Or you can tell them development system, quality system, or a production system. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but basically that is basis consultant configuration. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Only the thing is you should understand the system landscape. If anything to be developed in a development system only you have to do. That is only modifiable system, right?
Yes, sir.
For whatever you develop with the transport request, we move a changes with the help of basis to a quality system. Once changes come to quality, tester will perform a test, right?
Yes, sir.
Once testing is over, again we'll ask a basis consultant to move the transport from quality to production system. In real time, we don't move the transport request. Why? Because the transport request is moving from system to system. System admin is who? Basis consultant, right?
Yes, sir.
We have to ask that guy. So there are few other things also you should learn later, but that is how process goes.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Any other concerns?
A4H, sir. What
A4
does it mean?
system ID. Every system
Like
has its one
development
ID, right?
system. Development system means you said A4D.
No,
Quality
no,
system
I
ID.
just gave as a example, right? To have a terminology easy, instead of H, I said D. If
Yes.
you see a real-time example, A for D you will have for a development. A for Q, one more row you will have for a quality. A for P, you will have one more system for a production. At least in real time in your launch pad, you have a three connections, right?
Yes, sir.
One is the development, one is the quality, one is a production. That's what I told. Only we have A4H. That's all. This is our development system.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you have to visit a previous classes also, introduction classes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has to watch and be thorough. Okay. We'll connect tomorrow then. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.